didn't have a specific theme or a project for the CD. I was just writing music, freely writing music. But then it dawned on me that this year, 2015, is gonna be my 22nd year living in New York. And I had moved here when I was 22 years old. So that marks half of my life as a Venezuelan and half as a New Yorker. As I kept thinking about it, I started remembering the specific moment when I moved, especially my last 2 days in Caracas and my first 2 days in New York. And then all of these memories that are still very vivid in my mind began coming back. I kind of started seeing a theme, you know, like the 2 days before, the 2 days after, 22 years, you know, and that kind of became the theme for the record. I began playing with Mimi Jones, who is a exceptional bass player, and she also happens to be my wife. For the longest time, I didn't want to use her in my band just because I was afraid, of having your wife in your band, like traveling, and if you get into a fight, that might affect the music, and But at the same time, she hears me practicing, she hears me writing music, she listens to all the stuff that I listen to, she knows what influences me, what I like, what I don't like, and she's a great bass player, and it seemed to me very natural, to use her in the band. And as far as Rudy, he's an amazing drummer. I've had the pleasure of playing with him in so many different other bands, And also, Mimi and Rudy have like a real good relationship. They also play together in different bands. Even they actually play together more than, me playing with them. And they have like an amazing hookup, and it feels very natural to me. And then I just began writing, really what I was hearing, Some points I was just hearing like only 8 measures of music, and then that's what it is. The song, Brand New Grace, is just basically it's an 8-bar song that I kind of made it into like a little fugue, And then that just felt like right to me, and I didn't really feel anything else after that. It's just like, so just leave it like that. You don't have to write any more complicated than that. Just let it be, what it is. There were a few songs that I wanted the drums to sound different from what I would write, And I actually called my friend Mark Shim, and some of the songs he actually came up with the concept. I actually told him basically what I wanted, and then from there I just let him, say, okay, so based on this, just figure out something that will work for that. Also, I guess it might have been like the influence of playing with Miguel Zenant. There's a lot more odd meters, which I don't really want to call odd meters because they're not really odd. They used to be odd when I couldn't play them, you know. But from playing with Miguel, and they become so second nature to me that now it's like I hear them, you know, real clear, and I put some of those, you know, odd meters in there, and that's very different from what I would have written before. Good things about just, you know, getting older. There are many things that you just realize that, okay, this is what this is, and I might just do the best with what I have, you know. And then it's funny because then you start finding other things, you know, that before you would have been kind of like forcing yourself to do, but then when you actually let go, you find them just natural, you know. They just come to you and say, oh wow, okay. It's funny because a lot of this stuff, all these elements are like in the name controlling your unit, you know. At least to me, that's what it means, you know. Every time that I sit at the piano and I see a chart that I wrote that has, you know, the letters CEU, that's what it means. So, okay, you know, have patience, you know, and trust. Basically, everything goes down to those two words, you know, just patience and trust.